Well, the Robertsons stole people's hearts when they burst onto the scene with their hit reality show, Duck Dynasty. Week after week, viewers got closer and closer to the family, getting to know each of them more and more. Joining me today are a couple of the stars from the hit show, Willie and Corey Robertson. Thanks for being here, guys.
Good to be here.
Hey there.
You guys are set to release a new movie that really peels back the curtain to how your family really was built. Tell us about this film called The Blind.
Yeah, actually, Corey and I were part of the production that actually made the movie, so it's our first movie, and we wanted to do stories of, positivity and hope, and we didn't necessarily think we'd be doing our family, but we felt like we had a story we wanted to tell, and it was the story of my parents who went through a really hard time, and I think you may appreciate Duck Dynasty more when you see just how close this family was to being busted up and split up and never even being together. So it's the story of that. It's a timepiece set in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So it's kind of fun going back in time and seeing that, even though it's a gritty kind of a hard movie to watch, that you're hoping it's going to work out. But and we all know it did, but man, it shows that struggle. But it's really about the hope and redemptive nature and what faith can do in a family's life.
What I love about this is you guys obviously make us laugh with just the hilariousness that is your family and the way you guys all get along. But when you peel back a curtain like this, there's a real vulnerability to showing some of the dark and gritty, like you mentioned. What's that like as you guys were working on this movie together, going, oh man, maybe I didn't realize that, or I knew this story, but I didn't really see it until it played out on film?
Yeah, I think it's been more emotional for the family than we actually expected, because Phil and Kay have told this story over and over again. It's not really anything that we didn't know personally, because we've heard them tell this story. They've used their story to help people, help couples that have come down to their house and told their story just to give them hope to make it through. But to see it on the big screen, to see it played out, has been really emotional. We had several moments throughout the filming process that we got the family together and we showed them clips, and there was literally not a dry eye in the house, including Phil, who you don't see cry very often. But I think it's been emotional for them to really kind of see that time in their life on the big screen.
Corey, I'm curious your kind of take on this, because obviously coming into the family is a very different thing, and then obviously being able to let people in week after week. What's that like for you, kind of jumping in on this?
Well, I think I'm the one who kind of said we should do reality TV, because I looked at Willie one day and I was like, your family's not normal. I recognize that. And Willie's like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, it's a little oddball. But I just love this family so much. I was 18. We were 18 and 19 when we got married, and immediately just sensed the generosity of spirit that the Robertson family has, and they're a lot of fun, and but there's also, that hard part. So like you mentioned, that vulnerability, that rawness, and that realness. And I think, people today are looking for something that's authentic and real, and people that will just come out and tell the truth. Like, yeah, this is who I was, but this is who I am now. And when God intervened in our life and faith came into our family, it changed everything.
Well, thank you guys so much for letting us in week after week and seeing behind the curtain a little bit. This movie comes out September 28th. It's going to really be a big thing for a lot of people. So we appreciate you guys taking time to share it with us.